Sealed. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and check the side of my trailer on the driver's side, left side. It's all in good condition, it's not cracked, broken, no rivets missing. Both of my logos are visible, free from any obstructions. Next, I got my black cards and my diamond plates are on the very back in good conditions, properly mounted to the trailer. I do have all my information here for the trailer. This is a 28 footer. I do have my sight marker light and reflector, proper color, amber, not cracked, not broken, and it has one function which is running. And right in the back I also have a reflector and a sight marker light, but it's proper color red for the rear. Next I'm going to go ahead and check right here for my landing gear, make sure I have 4 to 5 feet clearance. And then I'm going to check my landing gear in good conditions, not cracked, broken. Landing gear leg in good conditions, not cracked, broken, or missing. Crank handle properly mounted to the bracket, and it does have 2 functions, low and high. Next I'm going to check down here. I do have my cross members or supports, not cracked, not broken, no illegal welds. I do have my tie rod, good conditions, not cracked, broken. I do have my manual gears in good condition, free from any leaks, right here. And the next thing I'm going to check, it's all my beams and my beams. Make sure they're all in good condition, not cracked, broken, or missing, or cracked. If one of them is, it means that my trailer or truck is automatically out of service. And I will check each and every one of them every pre-trip. I'm also going to check for packages.
Doesn't that have 2 functions?
Which one?
This thing right here? Is it Holly?
I already said it, low and high.
Low and high?
Mm-hmm. Low and high. From there,
hold it.
I'm going to jump over here to the back of the axle. I'm going to go ahead and start with my spring mount and torque rod in good conditions, not cracked, broken, no illegal welds. Now I do have my tie rod in good conditions, not cracked, broken. And over here I also have my spring mount, and this one's not a torque rod, this is your tension bar. So this is your torque bar, tension bar. And then let's see over here, I do have my lift springs, my U-bolts, and my spacers, all in good conditions, not cracked, broken, or missing. Back axle in good conditions, not cracked, broken, no signs of any leaks. 2 emergency tanks, one here in the front, one in the back, free from any leaks, not cracked, or broken. Air valves, and lines, all in good conditions, not cracked, broken, free from any leaks. And I do have my air brake chambers, left and right, not cracked, or broken, no signs of any leaks. And I also have my slack adjusters and push rods, left and right, not cracked, broken, or missing. And I will check in the way I check the front ones, which I gotta make sure my wheels remain shocked. Key in my pocket for safety. Go ahead and release the valves, put on my safety gear, my gloves, pull on it. Has more than 1 inch of free play, needs to be adjusted or replaced by a doctor and professional. And then from there I'm gonna go ahead and here and I'm gonna show you that I have my brake drum and brake lining. Brake lining should not have no less than 1/4 material. Brake drum no less than 1/2 material, free from any oils, as that can create a brake fire or a brake failure. Next I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my tires. So I'm gonna take both of my tires, front and back and top. These are 232 inches of thread. Recaps are allowed as long as the seam thread is not showing anywhere. When it's already showing wear from here, you'll see it that it's falling apart, and that's when the tires go out for you. So whenever you see that, it's already a bad recap. Try and fix it as soon as possible. No bumps, cuts, material showing, or abrasions on the front or on the back of the tires. No uneven wear on the top of the tires. Then I'm going to check on my rims and tires, make sure they're properly seated to each other, no gaps in between front and back. And then I got to check my rims to make sure there's no dents, cracks, or any illegal welds on the front and on the back of my rims and tires. But lug nuts, not cracked, broken, or missing. If I see shiny thread or rust, it means it's loose, it needs to be retained or simply be replaced. Axle hub seal in good conditions. No bolts missing, not cracked, broken, free from any spills or leaks. And if it tells be more specific, you know how to check it. And I don't like to say that because it sounds kind of weird. And then I also have my air valves, one here on this rim, wheel, one on the back. Make sure it's not cracked or broken, free from any leaks. Tire pressure on both tires is no less than 80, no more than 100 psi. Let's move on to here in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here in the back. 3 clearance lights, proper color red, not cracked, broken. 1 function is running. Next I got my back door, all in good conditions, not cracked, broken. Placards, diamond plates in good conditions, properly mounted to my back door. I do have my student driver logo, and I have my caution white turn signal. And next I'm gonna head check for my right and left handles. Not cracked, broken. I do have my DOT reflector in good conditions, not cracked, in good conditions, properly clean, visible. The truck can be filthy dirty as long as you guys remain this clean, and your lights will be in the safe side. No tickets, no citations. Next, my license plate properly mounted, free from any debris. Handles not cracked, broken, good conditions. Left and right reflectors in good conditions, not cracked, broken, properly mounted. And then I'm gonna go to my ramp in good conditions, not cracked, broken, properly secured. From there I'm gonna move on to my pinto hooks, not cracked, broken, or missing. We did tell you guys to be more specific. The purpose of this so you can hook up the second dolly with your fifth wheel for the second trailer. I do have my shuttle valves left and right. This is your emergency, this is your service. You hook up the lines and then you open it so you can pass the air to the second trailer. Electrical outlet in good conditions, not cracked, broken. We gotta make sure you have the 7 pins or 7 prongs and free from water, oil, and dirt. And then from there, I'm gonna move on to my bumper stoppers, left and right, in good conditions, not cracked, broken, properly mounted. Next, I'm gonna go to the back of my lights, left and right. The outer one, purple color red. It has 3 functions: running, turning, 4-way flashers. In the inside ones, they have 2 functions: running and stopping. From there, I'm gonna move on to my mop flaps in good conditions, not cracked, broken. It does have to have the 8-inch from the ground up. And that's that for this. And move on to the side. Now, when you guys get to this side, you're gonna tell them, okay, the same way I checked the passenger side of my trailer is the same way I checked the driver's side on my left side. The only thing that I'm gonna make note is the stuff that I don't have available over there, which would be my white turn signal, proper color amber, not cracked, broken. It does have 2 functions: turning, 4-way flashers. Another thing we don't have back there, you say, is the side door, good conditions, not cracked, broken, no hinges missing, good conditions. My handles in good conditions, not cracked, broken. I do have my latch for my bracket, so when I open my door and I lock it so it doesn't close on me, in good conditions, not cracked, broken. Side steps in good conditions, not cracked, broken, properly mounted to the trailer. Another thing I don't have available over there, and a lot of people will say it over there, is the front landing gears in good conditions, properly mounted to the bulkhead. Next, I got my spare tire bracket in good condition, not cracked, broken, properly mounted to my frame. And I do have my exhaust bracket or support in good conditions, properly mounted to my frame. And that's where it ends. So the minute you guys get all that, the rest is easy.